seems in this market, since the past couple years, there is finally hope for home buyers. It seems ever since the virus came in 2020, it has just been absolutely crazy, and home buyers are struggling to find homes, and there's been a very limited inventory, and there's been bidding wars, and interest rates have been so low that everybody's been willing to pay way more for properties. Well, it seems right now, and I'm experiencing it with my clients, it seems there's finally some hope. We aren't having as much of multiple offer situations. Don't get me wrong, we are still having them, but we aren't seeing it as commonly. I mean, it seems a couple years ago that every single home we would write an offer on, we would be competing against 10 other offers. Now, a lot of the times it was 4 or 5 other offers, but we did have a lot where I would have my own listings where we would have 12, 14, 18 offers, and those are real life numbers of homes that we listed. And now it seems that we aren't quite having as much, and we're finally able to get some of our clients seller's assist for closing costs, or maybe even negotiate the price so that we're not having to go $30,000 over. Now, again, do not get me wrong. We are still seeing those. We are still seeing homes that are priced really aggressively, that are picture perfect and ready to go in particular price ranges, especially at our average market price or below, that they are getting multiple offers and we are competing sometimes. But we're also seeing the homes that maybe they need paint, they need carpet, a little bit of flooring. They aren't going above like they were back in 2020 to 2022 and even early 2023, where everybody was flooding and there was 100 showings and it was just absolute nonsense. A couple things happened to get us there. So obviously it is huge in the news right now. Interest rates have kind of exploded. We went from 2.5% in the early 2020, 2021 days to getting up to almost 8% as of a couple weeks ago or a month ago. And now we're slowly starting to go back down. But a lot of people took a break, whereas there kind of seemed to be everybody looking in those early days whenever the virus came. So there was a huge flood to the market of buyers and people selling their homes to go purchase something bigger because they could afford much more with the interest rates, where now it seems a lot of people are still getting used to that. So a lot of people have taken a step back from the market and they haven't been looking as much. And another thing, not only with the interest rates kind of making it not as affordable for everybody, so not as many people are looking, is we've seen way more inventory hitting the market. I've got a bunch of clients that we have up on searches that it notifies me every morning whenever new homes hit the market. And I've seen, it used to be, I was looking at 5 to 10 houses. Now it feels like I'm looking at 30 houses every single morning to send out to my clients. And it's been getting a lot more busy with inventory. There's a lot more crowding the market and a lot more that has been becoming available that we can look at. So now you have a shrunken buyer pool that not as many people are looking for homes. And you also have an increased 2-3 times more listings, it seems, in our market, that it's just kind of been easier for buyers. So if you've been dealing with over the past couple years losing out on homes, or maybe you took a step back from looking to buy a home because you needed seller's assist, or maybe you were a veteran and not as many people were taking VA loans, or it was tough to get FHA or different grants, now is kind of your time to go look before interest rates go back down. Because once interest rates go back down, we're going to see the buyer pool go from this little bubble here to slowly expanding because people can afford more and more. And then we're going to have prices go up again. It's kind of a cycle, whereas debt gets cheaper to take out, you have more people that are looking because they get more bang for your buck. If you were struggling in these past couple years, 1, probably a great time to jump back in, and 2, don't really use it as something to wait. I did another video in regards to interest rates and how high interest rates are probably a good thing with today's pricing and today's markets and today's people's spending habits today, because everybody's sort of maxing out what they're looking to spend, where it kind of puts you in a good position if you're looking right now. I'm never going to be the agent that says now's the best time to buy, because there were better times to buy. And unfortunately, those days are past. And there will probably be better times to buy in the future. But right now, if you're a buyer who is struggling with closing costs, or maybe you're looking for a good deal, here's the bad news. Prices are not going to go back down. It's not going to be like 2007, 2008, because they were giving loans to people that weren't or shouldn't have been able to get loans. So unfortunately, those days are past. We should have bought in 2007. If I could have bought a million houses back then, I would have, or maybe I wouldn't have, because maybe I would have been scared to buy a bunch back then. But unfortunately, we are not going to go back to those days where prices are going to be half off and they're going to shoot up in value then in the next 10, 15 years. So if you are truly considering making a move within the next 12 months to 24 months, I would suggest doing it now, especially before election time and rates going back down and everybody kind of jumping back into the market after all of the craziness is over. It's tough because nobody wants to go from a 4% interest rate like I have on my home to a 6.5%, 7% interest rate. But if you're truly looking for a deal on price rather than interest rate, you can always refinance. There is a lot more hope for buyers in today's market, where if you are truly considering buying and it makes sense for you to make a move right now, not just because you feel like it or because you want a new pretty house, if you have to make a move or you've been struggling going from a rental into something that you can own on your own, or maybe you do have to upsize or downsize, now's not a terrible time. It's truly making a lot of sense for our clients who've been struggling these past years, where we've been having a lot of clients come back that needed the closing cost credits where they weren't able to get that, but now they can. So if you are looking for something where you're not going to be overbid by 10 other people in certain scenarios, definitely reach out to me. It doesn't matter where you are. We service South Central Pennsylvania and Northern Maryland, but we have agents all across the country that can help. So please feel free to reach out to me. The best way is go to Collinboyer.net and book a call with me. That's .net, not .com, Collinboyer.net. Go there, book a call with me, learn a little bit more about me to see if we'd be a good fit to help you, and definitely reach out if we can help. And if you're an agent looking to get your business going, or maybe you've been struggling with high interest rates and not as many buyers and seller clients right now, go there as well. Go to Collinboyer.net and book a call with me. We're happy to help you. We want to see agents be successful, even if you're not a part of our team or joining our brokerage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, as it really helps us out to get our message out to more people, and subscribe. We want to get that number going up. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see you on the next one.